Charlotte Weil. Just a sentence or two about yourself. I'm Charlotte Weil. I'm the moderator of the DMV's Theory Bulletin Board, and I also teach motif notation courses for the Bureau.
And you're a CA and a notator.
Right.
I'm a
We
CA.
don't need to
No, but if people don't know.
Okay, great.
I'm Lynn Weber. I'm Executive Director of Dance Notation Bureau, and I'm a CMA and a notator.
Right.
Me?
I'm May, the librarian here.
Great.
Next. You have to say who.
All right, Brenton.
Okay, Brenton Chang here in Oakland, California. I am a CLMA and part of the IMS program. I'm on the teaching faculty, and I also teach at University of San Francisco.
Terrific. And let's see, Candace.
Oh,
Hi.
it's cadence, like
Cadence.
like
K,
music.
K. Oh, I have a.
Okay. So, hi, I'm Cadence, and I'm a CLMA, and I'm also director at IMS right now, and I'm an associate professor of dance at Hobart William Smith College.
Cadence, what's your last name?
Whittier, Whittier, like the poet.
Thank you.
and Peggy and
Colleen.
what's
Colleen.
Colleen. Peggy and Colleen. Peggy.
Okay, I'm Peggy Hackney, and I have been director for a lot of different years, not currently, of the Integrated Movement Studies certification program. I did the whole notator training in the Dance Notation Bureau way back in the 60s. I have been very interested in motif writing, and I do teach the Laban work all over Italy and often in guest places otherwhere.
Super.
My name is Colleen Cully. I am teaching faculty at Integrated Movement Studies. I'm currently an adjunct at a load of places, and I will be full-time at Alfred University next year teaching dance.
Wonderful. Okay. And before we continue, I just wanted to say our two staff notators send their regrets. They Sandra Abercons and Mara Kim, who are very involved with their rehearsals right now for scores that they're notating, so they couldn't be with us today. But
And let's see, did we lose Kim?
I'm here. Can you?
Oh, there you are.
yeah.
Yeah, for some reason you're. Oh, there you are. There's your picture.
We're doing pictures, you know.
Right.
Great.
Hi, my name is Kim Brooks Mata. I'm a CLMA and a recent faculty member. I just joined IMS as a faculty member, and I'm the head and artistic director of dance at the University of Virginia in Charlottesville.
Fabulous. I'm sorry, my apologies for
That's okay.
all these
There's a
new
lot of people to
faces.
juggle.
My brain is filled with symbols and ideas, and the people are just kind of the names of people are just anyway.
All good.
So before we continue, let's maybe decide on a time frame for our meeting. And we thought 2 hours here, and from our part, we thought 2 hours would be good. So that would mean that it would be, what time for you guys? Would be 9:30, 10:30, 11:30. If we finish at 11:30 your time
1:30
and 1:30 our time, would that be all right with everybody?
Yeah, actually it's 10:30 our time.
10:30 our time.
We're 3 hours
9:30.
behind.
8:30. Starts at
9:30, 10:30. Anyway, all right, whatever it is. I'm not,
Yeah, 2
Okay.
hours is good.
2 hours. Oh, right, 2 hours. All right. Okay, great.
I do have to exit after an hour. I just wanted to say I have another meeting, unfortunately. So this is Kim speaking.
Okay. All right, and the other thing that I would like to ask you about to make sure that it's all right with all of you, for us to put this meeting online after we finish. Hopefully, if everything goes all right with the camera, then I will make up minutes and put the video online on the Theory Bulletin Board, and also announce it on the two listservs, CMA list and Laban Talk, and we want to make sure that we have permission from all of you to do that. Would that be all right with you?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. I mean, I just want to warn you that it will take some time for me to do it. I have other minutes and I'm so into all these other projects, but I promise it will eventually, even if it's months, it will get done. It always does gets done, but I just want to. And the other issue is that our camera, it'll work out. It'll be doable, but it won't be a fabulous, gorgeous quality. It'll be visible, but I just would like to let you know in advance that you don't look and say, oh, I wasn't as beautiful as I would have liked to have been. But anyway.
That's in real life for me as well.
Right. Anyway, even with high definition, you say, bleh. But I like to get that out front for everybody. All right. So, in order to keep our process going, I thought what we could do is, again, if everybody, it sounds like people can talk, and maybe say this is so-and-so speaking, given that we won't be able to see you, and see how it goes with trying to make sure everybody gets to say what they want to say. And also in terms of symbols, what we could do we're going to have different topics, maybe, 2 or 3 topics probably. And if you have a symbol for a topic, I'm going to make Lynn in charge of making sure that each symbol that we show has a label. And she will say that's number A, right? So that and then we're going to make your symbol, whatever you want to show, and then you're going to have to hold it up.
Preferably in a dark.
Yeah, if you have something dark, because it won't work otherwise, and you'll hold it up for a period of time so everybody can write down whatever it is that's being held up, right? And right now that's not going to be shown up on the camera. It's going to block the camera here. So then I'm going to just have to have a time to show it to the camera here. All right. We will be able to see your symbols, but on our end, I'm going to have to do that. Okay. Is that understandable? And that way, if you keep track of the symbols and keep track of the labels, then we will all be able to know what we're referring to. Is that clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Great. And so everyone can see. Now the fun part, the agenda. I thought, since we probably now have about an hour and a half to go, that maybe we should devote a half an hour to each topic, to have 3 topics, and 3 topics that you guys came up with, which we would be delighted to discuss. I mean, we have no end of topics on this end that we could talk about, but for kind of selfish reasons, we're really interested in what you're interested in. So it's kind of selfish almost on our part. But the 3 topics that you all have indicated that you would be interested in talking about was, Peggy said that she would be interested in talking about indications for the yield, push, reach, pull concepts. Am I correct? And when we do it, Peggy, you'll talk more about. But that's one topic. Second topic was Peggy was interested in exploring indications for the concept of body attitude. Am I saying right? And Brenton said that he's interested in discussing the topic of standardization in the system. Am I correct in what you wrote about, Brenton?
Yeah, sure. Yep.
Okay, great. Now we have.
May I suggest? Now, Kim, you mentioned that you're going to have to leave.
Yes.
So, is there one of those 3 topics which
Great idea.
you are, would suggest is first, so that you can get to contribute?
Oh, wow. Well, I'm interested in all 3, but I think that the first and second I would very much like to be a part of.
push, pull, yield, push, and reach, pull. The yield, push, reach, pull, and then the second topic, body attitude. Okay, so let's do that. We can begin with the yield, what is there a better term for me? Yield, push, reach, pull, and Lynn, would you keep track and sort of give us a 5-minute, and then a half hour, and then at the end of half hour, we'll try to be very disciplined, so we don't get short shrift. We can cover all of the stuff. Okay. All right. So maybe what we could do to begin with, I just would like to say, I have just a kind of cursory understanding, having taught in the CERT program, but I never taught that material. So I have a kind of cursory understanding of the concept, and I don't think neither Lynn nor May have a real sense of them. So would you, Peggy, or whoever else, maybe you could begin by giving us a sense of the concept before we.
So we did read the book.
Yeah,
so it's not completely new, but if you can give just a synopsis of.
Okay. This is Peggy, and what
Peggy, can you push?
Would say,
Peggy, maybe make yourself so we can see
visible.
you.
There you are. We see you.
Yeah, so just Reader's Digest condensed version is that a yield is where your weight opens down through the surfaces of your body, like a cellular contact opening, almost like a membranous opening, that then lets the weight pour down into the earth from whatever part you're yielding through, like your feet, your hands, whatever. And the push is, the yield is like a bonding with the earth. The push is sending energy from the earth, taking the ground force reaction from the earth and sending it up through into the core of your body. And that then is also a separating, if you wanted to look at it spatially. Janice just put a note in front of me that says I can also yield into space. Yes, I'm just talking about now from a developmental perspective in general, that is developmental. You can yield into space, but the reason I was just giving you the background on the symbol. I had worked with Colleen, and Colleen had worked with Brenton, and so it was yielding into the earth because that's the most common, and then so a yield, push, then a reach, pull develops later, and that is generally sends energy from the center of your body out into space. And that's the reach. And then the pull either takes you to where you're reaching toward in space, or takes something out there like a cup or a whatever in towards you. It pulls it in towards you, or you pull yourself towards it. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. So, yeah,
yes.
Yes, to me. What about you, May? Do you have any questions about it? No. Okay. Great. And everybody else? Did anybody else want to comment at this point on that? Okay.
No, I'm good.
Mm-hmm. Okay, super. Again, I'm not going to go out and teach the concept at this point still, but I think that's a good enough beginning for us to then try to think in terms of how you indicate these concepts. So are you interested, Peggy, well, maybe I'll do it this way. Peggy, you just said that you had come up with some indication for the idea.